Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kyle. Court Cousins here. Good to see you out there, second cousins. Is that not the Paolo Banchero statement game? I mean, he's had a lot of great games, maybe scored more in others, maybe done more from the bag in others, but man, down the stretch, on fire in the third and the fourth, big shots in the fourth, ended with 29, 8, and 4 on 10 of 18 shooting, getting to the line, doing it all. And you can see right now, ladies and gentlemen, you might think, oh, Kyle's alone in the studio. Ha 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 ha. Think again, because on the line right now, we have none other than Pich and Raf. What's up, gentlemen?
What's up, Kyle? We are live from the streets of Orlando, across from Ghetto's Pizza, sitting in a random spot, yelling into my phone. We're happy to be here.
Hell yeah.
And
Hell
not
yeah.
there, to be honest.
Well, it is snowing here. We're getting about 5 to 8 inches, but your boy don't have work tomorrow and the Magic win, so it's all good vibes here. It was a good win, 101 to 93, pulled away in the end, just had enough. A little bit of a questionable call on the Franz Ingram push-off. I can't think that kind of sealed the game a little bit, which I don't love, but we always battled back at every punch that New Orleans was giving. We came back.
Excuse me.
Yes? Yep.
Okay, that's one of those situations where it builds all game,
Yes.
and then they finally call it late in the game. So I agree, it was a little ticky-tack, but it was constant all day, and I think they finally called it late in the game. So the timing wasn't great for the Pelicans. I agree with you on that, but doesn't make it not something they had to address.
And we get the wrong side of that call a lot of times.
Yeah, Raf said it at the time. He goes, I don't agree with this call, but I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it
because we're owed it. So there.
Yeah, you're certainly not getting any sympathy from us New Orleans Pelicans fans that are tuning in right now. I was a little worried about this, guys, especially, again, we saw Wendell Carter go out early with 2 fouls really fast in the first. I thought for sure my betting prop for his over on 8.5 rebounds was dead in the water. But if you were like me, he came back and he played a really strong second half in terms of getting on the boards and doing big man shit. Didn't necessarily fill it up in terms of points, but was efficient, 4 of 8 and 11 boards. We really needed that presence down low because normally Jonas Valanciunas eats us for lunch, and we kept him pretty quiet.
Yeah, but early they were treating him like he was an artifact at a museum because you couldn't come near him or touch him, and it was a problem. But it went away, thank God.
Yeah, and another thing that's good that it went away was Brandon Ingram's hot start. Man, I think he scored the first 9 points for the Pelicans.
Oh, man. He was on fire.
Thank God he cooled off. 8 of 19 from him, 25 points. C.J. McCollum, or as I like to call him, Urkel, finished with 18 on 8 of 18. But
I think it's pronounced Urkel.
Urkel. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Stephon Urkel.
Yeah. What's that actor's name? The resemblance is uncanny.
Jaleel White.
You all know that you're thinking it out there, second cousins.
Guys, we got this.
Good thing I have you guys on the line. This is good.
We know our TGIF.
What do we want to talk about? I mean, it's just Paolo with big shot after big shot down in the fourth.
This was down the stretch. There was a point when under 3 minutes, there was a possession we came down the court and didn't put the ball in Paolo's hands at all. In fact, I think all 4 other guys touched it on a possession, and I believe we turned it over or missed a shot. And I remember I said to Raf, I was like, hey, under 3 minutes with Paolo shooting like he is, he's got to touch it every time down. And every time after that, he touched it and things went well. And the game was tied at 93, and we ended on that run to win the game. So they figured out that was the key to success. When you got a hot hand, you feed it. And if Paolo's going to be the face of this franchise, that's kind of shit he needs to do.
I liked Markelle at the end, too. He was a real steady hand in the fourth, making sure we still kept feeding Paolo. He had a nice little game, too, 14, 5, and 5. Yeah, everyone played well. I wish Wagner would have played a little bit well. Wagner, rather. But the brothers played good. And, we got some good minutes from some other people. I want to see a better game from Suggs. I want to see him starting soon. I want to see him start to taking it to the next level. But we had a great game. I mean, I think it was a good bounce back from the last game. Wendell, like you mentioned, Kyle, was like, He wasn't even in the same arena last game. In this game, even though he got into the same foul trouble, he still pulled off a double, and gave us a good presence in the middle. So, it was a good game all around. It was a good dub.
Yeah, Markel reminded me a lot of our late grandmother because he was making sure that the hungry person got to eat. And that was key down the stretch.
Everyone got a piece.
Hell yeah.
That's what he does. That's what Markel does. I mean, we were talking about earlier today. He might never give us that 20 and 10, but man, if he can give us 15 and 6 every single game, make sure that everyone's incorporated, no turnovers. That's what we need out of a guard. You know what I mean? That's what we need. So, it was a great game. It was a good game to watch. We had a lot of fight, and we didn't want to go away. So, I liked our fight in that game.
You could tell that they had the fight that was missing from the Pacer game. So it's good that at least worked out to a win today, I think. What do you think, Kyle?
Yeah, no, I mean, it is good to see this rebound, and we've seen it consistently with this team. They've had tough losses, but they haven't ever stayed down long, and I think that's one of the galvanizing things around this squad. We see that they're young, yes, but they have the maturity to consistently fight back and, come back with better efforts after looking piss poor. To the point about Markel that Raf was making, and will he ever be that 20 and 10 guy? Maybe not, but can we at least get 15 and 8 or 15 and 7? That's realistic, but we still got to knock down shots. There's been a lot of talk over the last few days here about our three-point shooting. 26.5% tonight. Still not blowing the doors off. Gary Harris got a bunch of looks, did a little bit better, went 2 of 5. Franz 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, but I think, our bench, I was a little disappointed in the bench play. It seems like we have this kind of seesaw bipolar thing going on where it's either our starters or our bench, and we just haven't been able to make the Voltron come together. Did I do that right, Peach? Does a Voltron come together?
Yes, Voltron.
Okay.
Other people may know it as the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but they're wrong. Yeah. Voltron came first.
Voltron didn't come first.
You want to put everything together, but that's a great assessment because, Cole had a rough night on the bench tonight. The bench just wasn't there, but luckily the starters were. Imagine if this team could actually have the bench playing decent, the starters playing decent, and shoot 3-pointers. Like, if all that stuff was working, we'd be blowing teams out.
Yeah.
But I think part of that, what we have going on right now is like we're 50-50. Like we get so pissed off about a loss that like we come back and play well the next game, and that's why we're playing about 500 ball now. I don't think it's good enough to get us in the play-in.
Right.
I think we have to play above 500, but I think we've all agreed at this point we're playing with house money. If we get in, great. If we don't, oh well.
Yeah. And would you guys say with this felt like the most emphatic Paulo game to me? I don't know what you think out there, second cousins. Let us know in the comments. I mean, I think he's had some bigger scoring nights, but this really felt like the Paolo Banchero statement game that I'm a guy and I can win down in crunch time. Did you guys get that vibe from it too?
Yeah. You need a guy in Paolo show tonight that he can be. He's got that in the bag to where, he may not have the 3-point shot going, but he's definitely got the mid-range already. So, let's just imagine what he's going to look like 2 or 3 years from now. You know what I mean? Where he's going to have the all-around game. But, I mean, I like that from him this time, being able to close the game out, feed him the ball, give him the ISO, and he took care of business. I mean, it was a great game. And even Franz chipped in there at the end and hit a shot at the end. Everyone followed suit. They knew exactly what to do. They knew exactly where we were going.
Yeah, we were talking about it at the bar we were at, which is what, the Harp and Selt?
Auburn Kelp.
The bar of my people. Wonderful.
Yes, we're at the bar of your people, and we were talking about it with some people, and they were saying, we don't really have a face of the team, and we don't really have that face. This is the kind of games that Paulo needs to have if he wants to be that face. And as the number one pick, regardless of how much charisma Cole Anthony has, this dude's got to be the face. Like when I go to places around here and I'm seeing the jerseys that are for sale, it's Cole, Suggs, Franz, and Paulo. So it's got to be one of those faces, right? Like even though 2 of those guys come off the bench, they're kind of 2 of our faces right now. It needs to be Paulo, and this is the kind of game he needs to have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, that we got exactly what I hoped we would in Paolo Banchero coming out of college, a guy that was a mid-range assassin with a lot of moves off the dribble that can get big guys and smaller guys off balance, and he can get to his shot and get to the line. We saw that. We know the 3 has been a struggle. He's hit 1 in February, But even with that,
That's brutal.
he can still get
You didn't
29
have to ruin
points.
tonight with that stat.
Hey, I didn't bring it up. I think it was Jeff. Blame Jeff Turner. But even shooting one made three-point shot in February, he's still putting up 29-point games. Yeah. That is crazy to me to imagine that another year, 2 years down the road, when he can more consistently shoot that three ball, wow, we can see some 35, 40-point games out of this kid like nothing, perhaps. So can I talk about a couple pet peeves, though, Pich and Raf? Are you guys okay? Sure. I got a couple things before we talk about Rainbow Beard Man. Early in the game, I was yelling at the TV quietly because Nadra was falling asleep next to me. I'm hating these early shot clock threes. Somebody, can we please tell our team that we're shooting like 25% from three? One instance. Like they
don't know.
Right. It's like we don't understand that our strength is trying to get a good shot in the paint and around the paint. And I know teams are sagging deep into the paint on us and challenging us to the rim, but we've got to come up to that challenge.
We saw Cole tonight. He had a wide open shot. He missed that one. You know what I mean? I think he saw it in the fourth.
Yeah, I mean,
like you hit it on the head. They're sagging. They're giving us wide open shots. We got to be able to make those, though. I mean, I don't know what they're doing in some of the other gyms, but
I'm okay,
they're
Raf.
not shooting enough threes.
Raf, I'm okay with us taking wide open shots, but just not in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. They had one. Moritz shot one early, got a long rebound to Richardson, who goes down and gets draws the foul on Franz, goes to the line. Cole took one. It's a long rebound to CJ McCollum. He goes down and gets an easy bucket. These early shot clock threes, where we don't have guys in the paint to even get a rebound, they create long rebounds where our opponents getting out on the break and getting easy buckets. And I just don't understand. That's the one part of it's not the one part of the offense. It's the most frustrating part of the offense for me right now. Early shot clock threes, which are not good shots for us. Yeah. Why are we settling? Yeah.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet. But hopefully one day we will.
Yeah, no, it would definitely be better if we stuck to the game plan earlier to get not only quality shots, but to get our confidence up, because we start to miss a couple of those threes early and the body language gets bad. And I saw it a little bit in this game, actually, but thank God the Pelicans in the first half didn't shoot well from three either. Otherwise, they would have been up at halftime, and maybe this would have been a different second half.
Yeah, they shot 22%. They were trash as well. So that's the only time we win these games, really, honestly, when our opponent is shooting like junk from beyond the arc as well. It was a confusing game for me at first, guys. I'm not sure if it was for you, because I thought we were playing ourselves in our statement jerseys because the font was exactly the same. So I was just a little thrown by that. I wasn't really sure which team to be rooting for. I was like, who's us? I'm not sure. That just pissing me off. I don't know. That's the one change I want on it's the City Edition jerseys. I'm sorry. I
had to remind the people at Harry Buffalo to turn the Orlando Magic game on. So that was what was getting me at the beginning of the game.
That's disrespectful.
A little slow in there.
There was only 4 of us in there.
But New Orleans,
Monday night in Orlando. What do you expect?
Yeah, I mean, it's Monday night. Get your drinks in. But yeah, it looked fun. I saw Cortez, a Twitter friend out there, a second cousin. He's in New Orleans. He's been photographing food spots that he's going to. I'm taking notes because I'm going down in April. But we caught him in the crowd, and there was some weirdos in the crowd in the best way possible. There was a man dressed like a bird. I'm not sure if you guys saw that.
Didn't see that.
Didn't see the bird. Saw a rainbow beard, though.
Yeah,
rainbow beard, no bird.
Rainbow beard.
That guy.
Amazing.
He had a great beat.
What's it going to take, Pish? Is that like a Court Cousins challenge loss, perhaps? Can we work that in somehow, where I get you to dye that beautiful beard you have?
We can work this into a future challenge.
We talked about some bets.
We talked about some bets earlier. I've got some new fresh ideas.
All right. Any last thoughts on this, gentlemen, or we can just ask the people to put the bets in the comments?
I mean, let's just stick to playing good basketball, I think. You know what I mean? Let's forget about I don't want to say forget about the playing. I don't want to tell these guys. I would never be the guy in that locker room to say, let's tank. You know what I mean? And I don't think our team wants to do that. I think they want to win. I think that we're just not there yet. You know what I mean? So let's play good ball. Let's stay in the games. Let's finish out the year strong, man. Let's get some good lineups out there. Let's see Suggs starting a little bit. I mentioned that the other day. I want to see Suggs starting in the last 10 games at least. Let's see what this guy's got. Let's get Paolo the ball a little bit more in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Let's see what's going on. You know what I mean? Let's try some stuff out
What do
and
y'all?
play hard and have a great end of the year.
What do
Yeah,
you?
shout out to MCW. Good to see him back on the bench.
Oh,
I know he's
yeah.
a fan favorite. Not sure how many minutes he's going to see the rest of the season unless it's garbage time, but I don't know. I mean, he's as good as a third point guard option. I don't hate it.
Yeah, I mean, he plays solid defense. He'll keep the trend going. He'll get some steals, and he might get us back in a game. I think I've seen him do it once or twice before when we had him before.
Sure.
So not a horrible pickup.
I mean, he's a veteran on a team that desperately needs veterans, so we'll take it.
We're good. Good year, man. It was a good game. We needed that. Let's keep going. Let's try to get one more.
6 times in a row we've won in New Orleans. So, when you go there later this year, you're going to get a W-2, sir.
All right. Well, have one for me, gentlemen. I'm cheersing you up here in Connecticut with my water bottle. So, love you guys.
You need to hydrate because you had a busy week.
Yeah, I certainly did.
Water,
The video incoming. All right. Peace out, guys.
All right, see ya.
So that's it. Let us know, what are you looking for, Second Cousins, in the comments as we go through it towards the end of the year. Thanks, as always, for watching, for subscribing, and go over and check the Patreon. We've got some big goals. We want to do more giveaways, and we want to do more content. So if you can help out, check that out. It's been real, as always. We'll see you next time. Peace out.